Hello friends, today we are going to see the trick to solve the equivalent resistance sums. Let me tell you, here in this video we are not going to deal with capacitance as well as inductance. We are mainly focusing on the resistance. So let's jump directly to the sum and there only we will see the trick. So the first sum is from EC 2015. The resistance RAB of the network is if R equals to 300 ohm. The circuit given is this and we have to find the equivalent resistance of this circuit. So first take a look how I solve this sum and then I will show you the trick. So the answer is R by 3. Interesting, right? So let's see this trick into detail. The trick is you have to follow three things, mainly includes Wien-Bridge concept. Okay, this one is the first one. Then if your circuit don't have any Wien-Bridge, then you can go for equidistant concept. Okay, and if this is also not applicable, then you have to go for star delta. Okay, and then if this 3 is also not applicable, then only you have to go for parallel series combination only. Okay, so the trick says you have to check one by one this thing. First you have to check for Wien-Bridge, then you have to check for equidistant, then you have to check for star delta, and at the end you have to go by the traditional way, that is parallel and series. Okay, so let's see this three concept one by one quickly. So first one, Wien-Bridge concept. So what this concept says, that if you have this type of circuit, let's say this is RA, this is RB, this is RC, this is RD, and let's say this is your RL. Okay, if RA by RB is equals to RC by RD, then you will say the current flowing through this resistor will be 0. Okay, or you can also say the voltage drop across this resistance will be 0. Okay, so it means if this condition follows, then you can remove this resistor or you can short this resistor. Okay, what I'm saying is you can short circuit this path or you can open circuit this path. Okay, both will be applicable. We will see this thing in the sum only. Okay, so now let's move on to the next concept. So the next concept is equidistant concept. Equidistant concept. This is very important, so watch this carefully. Okay, so let's say you have a circuit like this. This is one resistance, this is one resistance, you have one resistance here, not like this. You have one resistance here, then one resistance here, then one resistance here. This is your A point, this is your B point. Let's say this is R, this is R. Okay, so what you have to check it, you have to check for any equidistant point. Equidistant point, it means equipotential point also, you can say it like that also. So let's mark the point whatever present here. Let's say this is C, this is D. Okay, now you can see here A to C we have a distance of R. Similarly for A to D, you can see we have a distance R, right? Now if you check for C from B, so you can get B to C is 2R, right? I'm just adding the distance. And similarly for B to D is 2R, right? So you can see from A to C we have R, from A to D is we have R. So you can see from A, C and D both have the same distance. Similarly from B, C and D have the same distance. Then only we can say C and D are the equidistant point. Okay, so if we got this, then we can short circuit this path. Okay, now in place of this R we will short circuit this path. Okay, so this is our circuit which we can solve it easily by parallel. This is your two resistance, then you will have this two resistance in series, basically 2R, this is 2R, and this is your B. Okay, so this is your R, so your parallel resistance will be R by 2. This is 2R in parallel, so it will be R. So if you add it, you will get R plus R by 2, 3R by 2. Okay, so you can see how helpful this equidistant concept is. Okay, so now let's see the third concept that we are going to use. This is our third priority, this is our first, second, and this is our third. Okay, so now let's see for star delta. This is also easy. Delta is like a triangle. Okay, and star will be like a T. Okay, name it RB, RC, R1, R2, R3. Now if you want to convert this delta network into a star network, basically you have to convert from RA, RB, RC to R1, R2, R3. You will use a formula, this one. R1 will be RA into RB, RA into RB. Basically you are multiplying all the adjacent resistor. Okay, so RA multiplied by RB upon total resistor. Okay, so RA plus RB plus RC. So you got it, how you have to use it. Similarly for R2 it will be RA into RC upon RA plus RB plus RC. Okay, for R3 it will be RC into RB upon RA plus RB into plus RC. Okay, now let's see how we can convert from star to delta. Okay, if you want to convert star to delta, basically you have to convert R1, R2, R3 to RA, RB, RC. Okay, let's say we want RA, so we'll write like this. RA will be R1 into R2, R2 into R3, R1 into R3. Okay, multiplication of each individual resistance, R1 into R2 plus R2 into R3 plus R1 into R3 upon the resistance opposite to this resistance. Okay, so you can see this resistor we want, and you can see the opposite resistance to this resistance is R3, right? So we will write R3 here. Okay, so this is the formula for RA. For RB it will be, numerator will be same, just the difference is in the denominator, that will be R2. Okay, similarly for RC the denominator will be R1. Okay, so hope you got it. And to identify parallel and series, it is simple. If the current is getting divided into two branches like this, then you can say these two resistance are parallel. If the current is not getting divided, then you will say these two resistance are in series. Okay, so now let's use this trick in the sum. So you can see here we were having this circuit. The trick says first you have to check for Wien bridge. Okay, so if you remove all this part and check for this network, you can see RA, RB, RC, RD, and you have a middle resistance. Okay, the condition for Wien bridge was that RA upon RB should be equals to RC upon RD, and you can see R upon R will be 1, R upon R will be 1. So you can say this network is a Wien bridge. So that's why either you can short circuit this resistor or open circuit this resistor. Okay, so now let's check for other Wien bridge. So you can see this network is also Wien bridge, right? RA upon RB, RC upon RD is equals to 1 here. R by R will be 1. Similarly, if you see for this network, this is also a Wien bridge, right? R upon R will be 1, R upon R will be 1. This is satisfying Wien bridge criteria. Okay, so either we can short circuit this resistor or either we can open circuit this resistor. Here I have used the short circuit, so you can see I have short circuited this R and just redrawn this R like this. Okay, such that it will be more clear that it's in parallel. Okay, so this is R. This is also R. So you can see 6 resistance are in parallel. So the equivalent resistance will be R by 6. Right, this is the basic thing, you should know it. If you have two resistance in parallel having the same value, let's say R, then the equivalent resistance will be R by 2. If it is 3 resistance in parallel with the same value, then the resistance will be R by 3. Okay, so this is the basic thing, you should have this idea. Similarly for this bottom side, the equivalent resistance will be R by 6. Okay, as this R is in parallel, but the equivalent of this resistance is in series with this resistance, right? You can see this is somewhat like this, R by 6, then again R by 6, then you have this point, right? This is B, this is A, and you have to find out R equivalent across this. Okay, so if you add it, you will get 2 R by 6, which is nothing but R by 3. Okay, so this is what we have seen using the short circuit concept. We can use the open circuit concept also. So let's see that. So now we will get this R, this is our first branch R. Here we have opened this. Okay, and this R I am drawing like this. You can see now this R and this R will be parallel. Okay, this R won't be in parallel because there is open circuit path here. Okay, if it was connected, this all 3 R are parallel, but now here we have only this 2 R in parallel. Okay, similarly we have opened this R. Okay, now we have this 2 R in parallel. Okay, right, now we will open this one. We have opened this one and we have R here. This R is in series with this one. Okay, I'm saying it is in series because there is no division of current, right? So we can say these two resistance are in series. Okay, now let's draw completely. So we completed this R. Now we have remaining with this 2R. Okay, these two resistance are also parallel. Similarly, we have opened this path, these two resistance. Okay, so this is our modified circuit. This is R. So you can see these two resistance are parallel, these two resistance are parallel, these two resistance are parallel, these two resistance are parallel. You can clearly see both the end of this resistance are connected to each other. So you can say this is in parallel, or either you can use the current concept that current is getting divided, the whatever the current coming here will get divided into these two branch. Okay, so you can say this resistance are in parallel. Similarly, this resistance are parallel, this resistance are parallel. So this will be equals to R by 2, 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 right? So now the circuit becomes like this. R series with R will be 2R, right? This is R by 2, R by 2, R by 2 series with R by 2 will be R, right? R by 2 series with R by 2 will be R, right? This R and R in series, so it will be 2R. Okay, so now we get 2R parallel with R, parallel with R, parallel with 2R. Okay, so 2R parallel with 2R will be R parallel R will be R by 2. So we get the parallel combination of R by 2 parallel with R, right? So we can write it as R by 2 into R upon R by 2 plus R, right? This is the formula, RA into RB upon RA plus RB. So we will get as R square by 2, 3R by 2, right? 1 by 2 plus 1 will be 3 by 2. Okay, so this R got cancelled, so we get, and this 2 also got cancelled, so we get the combination as R by 3. Okay, so now since in the question we have the value of R as 300 ohm, so we can write it as 300 by 3, so the answer will be 100 ohm. So you can see by both of this method you are getting the same answer. Okay, so in exam you have to check which will be suitable while using the Wien bridge concept. Either short circuit will be more easier or open circuit will be more easier. Okay, now let's see this sum. This is from EC 2018. Consider the network shown below. R1 is equals to 1 ohm, R2 is 2 ohm, R3 is 3 ohm. The network is connected to constant voltage source of 11 volt, and the question is to find the magnitude of a current in ampere. Okay, basically we want the current flowing through this path. Okay, so first of all we have to find the equivalent resistance of this circuit. Then whatever the resistance comes, we will use the formula of I is equals to V by R to get the current. Okay, so now let's find out the resistance equivalent first we will check for Wien bridge. Okay, so you can see this cannot be used as a Wien bridge, this also cannot be used as a Wien bridge. Okay, so you can conclude that in this circuit we can't use Wien bridge. Okay, as you can see there is no such circuit present here. Okay, now we will check for equidistant point. Okay, so let's mark the point first. Let's say this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E, and this is F. So first check for C and D. So for that first you will find out the distance from starting, then you will check for ending point. Okay, so A to C you can see we have a distance of R1. Similarly A to D we have a distance of R1. Let's check from B. So B to C is 2R1 and B to D is 2R1. Okay, so you can see both the distance from starting end and from ending end is same. Okay, so we can say C and D are equidistant point. Okay, so we can short circuit this resistance. Okay, now let's check for another potential points. So now let's check for E and F. So from A to E we can see we have 2R1, right? From A to F we can see we have 2R1. Similarly from B to E you can see we have a distance of R1. B to F we have a distance equals to R1, right? So we can say both the distance are coming same, so that's why E and F is also a equidistant point, right? So now we can short circuit these two resistors. Okay, so now the modified circuit will be like this. Here we have two resistance. Okay, R1. This resistance is short circuited. Okay, so I am short circuiting this. Since we know that E and F are also equidistant point, okay, so it is nothing but all these four resistance are in parallel. Okay, so we can write it as R1 parallel with R3 parallel with R1 parallel with R3. What I have done, I have just drawn this circuit such that both are in parallel. As we know, this point is short circuited and this point is short circuited. Okay, so both the ends are short circuited. It means all four resistors are parallel to each other. Okay, and we know this two resistors will be in parallel. Okay, so let's draw that too. This is R1, this is R1, and this is the B point. Okay, so R1 parallel R1, it is nothing but 1 parallel 1, right? 1 ohm is R1, right? So it will be 1 by 2. Here we have 1 parallel with 3 parallel with 1 parallel with 3. It is nothing but 1 ohm parallel with 1 ohm will be 1 by 2, which will be parallel with 3 ohm parallel with 3 ohm. Okay, so it is nothing but 3 by 2. So we will get 1 by 2 into 3 by 2 upon 1 plus 3 by 2, it is nothing but 4 by 2. So we'll get as 3 by 4 upon 4 by 2, 2 ones are 2 twos are. Okay, so the answer is 3 by 8. The equivalent resistance for all this 4 resistance will be 3 by 8. Similarly, for this 2 resistance, it will be 1 by 2 as R1 is 1 ohm. Okay, so now you can see we have a 3 resistance in series, which is 1 by 2, 3 by 8 and 1 by 2. Okay, so it is nothing but 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 will be 1, 1 plus 3 by 8. Okay, so we will get 8 plus 3, it is nothing but 11 by 8 is the equivalent resistance of this network. Okay, now we get to know the R. We know we can find out I easily, right? So I is nothing but V by R. V is 11 upon R is 11 by 8. Okay, this 8 will come at numerator. We will get 8 ampere. This 11 got cancelled. Okay, so the answer for this question is 8 ampere. Now let's see another sum such that we will more clear about this trick. Yes, this is an interesting question which will check whether you understand the concept or not. Okay, so the question is find voltage between A and B, and the question is from EE 2002. The circuit is here and the option is here. We have to check for the equivalent resistance of this circuit. Okay, so the trick says first you have to check for Wien bridge. Okay, so if you check this, you can see we have a Wien bridge, right? And the middle one resistance is this one, Ra, Rb, Rc, Rd. You will say that Ra upon Rb is 1 by 1 is 1, Rc upon Rd will be 1 by 1. So it is satisfying Wien bridge criteria. Okay, so it means you can either open this resistor or short circuit this resistance. Okay, now let's see for this one. Okay, if I include this 1 ohm resistance, then only we will get a Wien bridge, right? And you can see it is also satisfying Wien bridge criteria. Okay, but it's not a correct way by which you are judging here. You can see 1 ohm is shared resistance between both of this. We know Wien bridge only have this 4 resistance. It doesn't have any shared resistance, right? It means both the bridges should have its individual resistance. Okay, so if we try to divide this 1 ohm for both of these two bridges, we can redraw it as 2 ohm parallel with 2 ohm, right? Because 2 ohm parallel with 2 ohm will in turns make it as 1 ohm, right? 2 into 2 upon 2 plus 2, you can see it as 4 by 4. It is nothing but 1 ohm. Okay, so we can redraw this 1 ohm into 2 ohm and 2 ohm. Okay, so now our Wien bridge becomes like this, 1 ohm, this is 1 ohm, this becomes 2 ohm, here we have a 2 ohm. Okay, this is 2 ohm, this is 1 ohm, this is 1 ohm, and this is 1 ohm. This one is the middle resistance. And now check for this whether it is satisfying the Wien bridge criteria or not. You can see 1 by 1 is 1, 1 by 2 is 1 by 2, which is not equals to 1. Okay, so we can say it is not satisfying Wien bridge criteria. Okay, so this is the step where you have to be more careful. Okay, so now we get to know that Wien bridge can't be applicable for this circuit. Now let's check for equidistant point. Okay, so for that, first name all these points. So let's say this is B, this is A, this is C, this is D, this is E, this is F. Okay, so now let's check for E and F first. So you can see A to E is 1 ohm, A to F is 1 ohm. Now let's check from B, that is from the destination point. So you can see B to E is 1 plus 1, it is nothing but 2 ohm. Similarly for B to F is nothing but 1 plus 1. So we can say B to F is also having 2 ohm resistance. Okay, so you can see both the points E and F has the same distance from starting as well as from ending point. So we can say E and F are equidistant point. Okay, now similarly if we check for C and D, from B to C you can see we have 1 ohm, from B to D you can see we have 1 ohm. Similarly if we check from A, we can say A to C is 2 ohm, A to D is 2 ohm, Okay, so you can see we have same distance from starting as well as ending. Okay, so we can say C and D is also an equidistant point. Okay, so now if we redraw the circuit, we will get something like this from B. This is 1 ohm, 1 ohm will be in parallel because this resistance is now converted to short circuited. Okay, so both of these end points are connected, so we can say this 1 ohm, 1 ohm will be parallel to each other. Similarly, this 1 ohm, 1 ohm will be parallel to each other. Okay, this point is CD. Okay, C and D both are now same point, right? And this point is nothing but E and F, right, as this resistance is also short circuited. Now we have drawn all these four resistance. Okay, now we have only remaining with this three resistance. Okay, now we are at this point. Okay, so you can see at this point we have one resistance here, and this is short circuited, and we have one resistance here. Okay, so we have from E one resistance, and from F we have 1 ohm resistance. Okay, since we know E and F are at the same point, so we can connect this end, and this end is already connected to A. Okay, so we can draw it as like this. E to A is 1 ohm resistance. Similarly, F to A is we have 1 ohm resistance. Okay, and this is your A point. Okay, now we are remaining with this only this resistor. Okay, so you can see from F to D we have one resistance. Okay, this is F and this is D. Okay, so we will draw from here, we have one resistance. Okay, so now we have this modified network, and the value of this resistance is 1 ohm, 1 ohm. Okay, so now we can see these two resistance are parallel, so the equivalent resistance will be 1 by 2. These three resistance are parallel, as you can see both the ends are same, so 1 ohm parallel with 1 ohm parallel with 1 ohm will be 1 by 3. Similarly for this it will be 1 by 2. Okay, so you can see we have a three resistance in series now, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. Okay, so 1, this is 1 by 3, 1 plus 1 by 3, so we get the resistance as 3 plus 1 is nothing but 4 by 3 ohm. Okay, but in the question we have to find out the voltage between A and B. Okay, so VAB is nothing but I into R. I is 1 ampere multiplied by resistance. Resistance is 4 by 3. Okay, so the answer is 4 by 3 itself, but we want in point. Okay, so it will be 3 ones are 1.10, 10 will be 3 threes are 9. Okay, so 1.3 again 10, it will be 3 3 3 recurring. Okay, so you can see it is nearly equals to 1.4 volts, so we can say the correct option will be this A1. Okay, so this was the easiest method to solve this sum. If you do not follow this trick and if you try to solve by Wien bridge, you will get the wrong answer. Also, if you try to solve this sum by using the star and delta, you will have to waste almost 5 minutes to solve this sum, as this circuit will become more and more complex if you go by the star delta. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is, first you will see this delta, then you will convert into star. Similarly you will see this delta, you will convert into star. Okay, now again if you modify it, you will again get one delta. Okay, so you have to convert that also in star. Okay, so that will become more and more complex, which will require more and more complex calculation. Also, you can verify that by star and delta also, and let me know in the comment box whether you are getting the same answer or not. Okay.